Hey guys, it's Troy Dooley. Sorry about that. I was reaching over to get the most current edition of Direct Selling News. Plus, I've got a little cold, and I keep coughing. So if I cough, please forgive me in advance. You know, we don't try to edit stuff out and make it all fancy like a video from a company, which is cool. I appreciate that. But our goal, our passion, is to provide you with information. So I'm reading this most current edition of Direct Selling News. Came out in November. My December copy should be coming in soon. And they have an article in there about ambit energy. Now, here's what excites me about this. Not about ambit. I don't know anything about energy, and I caution people that want to join an energy company because it's a commodity. But here's the fun part. In the last 3 years, their customer base has grown 7,800%. 7,900%. Their distributor base has only grown 700%. Now, when your customer base is growing at 1,000% level, and it's quadrupling, and yet your distributor base is 10% of what that growth has been, you've got a company doing something right. They're building customer base. At the end of the day, it's about sales. Guys, I don't care what anybody tells you. It's about sales. If you're not moving the product or the service to the end user, it's all internal consumption. FTC or another regulatory agency would see it as a pyramid. I'm sorry, that's just the way it works. It's not my saying that. That's just the legal definition. So it's good to see. I'm excited about that. Matter of fact, I was on the phone with Richard Brook this week over at 2110, and we were talking about that because they are already attracting so many customers. He was telling me in one case where a doctor had recommended to one of his celebrity patients, you need to go over, you need to get on this product. The guy got on the product. It made such a difference. He then flew out to meet with Richard because he said, I don't want to tell my friends about this until I see who you are. And I thought, man, that's rock solid right there. These are preferred customers. These are people that are saying, I want to use this product because I saw a change. Any company that's got a product or a service that's doing that, it's a win-win. Let's look at what we've got going this week. Man, there's some great stuff in the industry. We missed last week because of the holidays. I got called by a friend of mine. Now, I want you to know something. I have no vested interest in the two things I'm about to tell you. No monetary. I don't get anything out of this. I couldn't say this. You know, in this case here, I might be able to call the owner up and tell him I want another case of product. But there's no monetary stuff here. I've got a good friend of mine. He's a leader, solid leader in direct selling. He's got a position where he needs a partner. He needs an equity partner that's going to come in here and work, work the position. Because he's off doing something that's just his passion. One leg, it's a binary. One leg's got 14,000 members in it already. That's preferred customers and distributors. He needs somebody that's going to work that weak leg. If you're qualified, now here's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to sign a non-disclosure with me. You're probably going to have to sign a non-disclosure with him. We don't want this out on the market. This is just something that would be there. The company would have to approve you, all that good stuff. But if you qualified, this could be a great Christmas present for somebody because it's already got some growth on that one leg. You don't have to worry about it. This is just you grow one leg, you're in. Also had another leader. This is a good friend of mine, pastor friend of mine out of Atlanta. He's with Body by Vi. Again, I don't make any type of commission off this. But what he has is he doesn't personally mentor people all the time. He gets a small niche, and when he has somebody that he's got opening, he wants somebody. He called and he said, Troy, I want somebody who wants to lose weight, who's had a weight problem, who's had frustration because they haven't been able to break through the paradigm. He goes, and I want to personally mentor them. I want to put them on Body by Vi, and I want to make them a success story. I thought, wow. He goes, I'll even be willing to buy the first month's product. They don't have to worry about that if they don't have the money. You know, we'll take care of them. I thought, man, this just kicks butt. You know, so if you're somebody, and again, you'll sign a non-disclosure with me, but if you're somebody who has been stressed about losing weight, you might want to check out Body by Vi. I'm on the products right now. I'm doing the challenge. I've cheated a lot, but I'm still losing weight, and I'm excited about that part. Other stuff that we've got to look at. Not everything is positive. Sometimes I've got to get out a little stronger stick. I was on the phone with Jim Moore today. Now, we've been trying to touch base all week long. Jim is the founder of the Tools Network. They just brought out, I haven't even brought it out. I think it comes out on the 15th. This brand new app called Biz Pro. And I'd received some calls this week from some big time players in direct selling. Says, Troy, we're concerned. We saw what happened when another company just a year ago or a little over a year ago did this. They overhyped all these applications. The company went to pot. Distributors got hurt, and it hurt us with Facebook. Let me dig into it. Called my attorney, Kevin Thompson, because he actually was the attorney for Jim. Said, Kevin, I need to talk with Jim. I know he's busy. They've got this launch, but man, I'm getting emails now. I'm getting calls from people. I'm concerned. I was on the phone with Jim, and there's some great things that I want to report. First, I need to disclose this. After Jim and I talked, he felt there was enough value in our conversation that he offered me a position on his board of directors and said, Troy, I said, if you make a formal offer, I would accept that formal offer to be on your board of directors. And here's why. The more companies that we can get that are willing to say, whoops, let's slow down, we're in a gray area, let's bring it back, let's hit compliance, the better off we are. And I like that. Jim's already hired a team, and they're focused on compliance. They're looking at, I'd send them an email. They'd already got on the guy, put him on notice. Okay, this is what they're going to do. They don't want everybody out there hyping this thing. This is going to be an application after what Jim told me that I think can help the local beauty shop owner, the local automobile owner, anybody that's wanting to get a local brand on Facebook, and yes, the direct sellers out there that would work too. But it's just something that's going to be able to help people. I think some national trainers would be able to use this because they'll be able to put their videos up there and really control it a little bit better. So it's going to be an awesome app. But as a distributor with the Tools Network, stop it right now. Don't be overhyping this thing. You don't even know what it is yet. You've just heard all the buzz on the phone calls and the webinars. So don't do that. This company is a small company with a big heart. And there's some stuff that they can do here, but they can't do it if we've got distributors out there just looking for a quick bang and then off and running down somewhere else. If you want a good tools company, this is it. A good company where you can actually make a little bit of money, but at the same time, it's not going to compete or take away from your primary business. This might be something for you to look at. It kind of reminds me of the old Pro Step on steroids type deal. What else are we going to look at today? MPB Today. Gary Calhoun up here in Pensacola. My hat's off. He's made some huge changes in the compensation plan, and that was been my big concern. I told you guys, I'm concerned about this company because of their cycling matrix. Well, they've brought some stuff out. They've got a coding bonus. Not a big fan of coding bonuses, but it makes a little bit difference here. Here's what I really like. They've put a retail qualification in this thing. They're starting to dig deep for those people that have not been able to cycle. And basically what Gary did was he reached into his own pocket. He realized how much breakage was there, and he says, I'm going to give back. I'm going to put this in the field. I think this is a good thing going into Christmas. It's going to help some people move forward, and I appreciate that. Hey, talking about Christmas, you guys know that I love this industry with a passion. I mean, look, I use coffee cups. I wear shirts. I've got toothpaste here from Asante worldwide that I use. I mean, you name it, we've got it in this household. Well, there's 3 companies out there right now that I believe offer a great product that would be a great Christmas gift. And some of them you may never have heard of. So I'm gonna put them off, no exact order. But one is Bob Wood's company, Pinnacle University. For $50 a month, you can get an education that equivalent of a college education. If you've never had that college education, you can go get it. If you homeschool, it's great. If you've got somebody that wants to get their GED, they've got some. I mean, it's amazing. And yes, it's got a business opportunity. But think about it, $50 a month, and you can get all this education you need. That I mean, literally degrees that you're working for. It's amazing. I told you I got this cold. Second one is My Life Share. Michael Yank, who's become just an awesome brother, man. He's a good friend. He's launched this company. And I like it. I think it's the most unique little company out there because what they do is you can take all your pictures. You can create a photo album and you can give it to people. You can sell it. You can do the other cool thing. They've got a Facebook app. You take your picture. You play around with it. My girls have been doing this. They're playing around with their pictures. Then you can just upload them on Facebook. And it's the coolest little thing. You know, it's just great. It's also something good for nonprofits. If you happen to be like me, you're working in nonprofits a lot, you take all these pictures at events, you can put it up there and then sell it, raise money for the church or for the fraternity, sorority, whatever you're in. It's pretty cool. And the third one, and this may surprise you, I just love their products. I still do. They got a brand new one that's coming out. They've even got a Marine Corps deal here. But it's Numis Network. if you've got somebody in your family that's into collectibles, I'm not talking about going over here and building businesses with any of these guys. I'm talking about using their services and giving them away as gifts. If that's what you do, then it's a win-win. They've got some great coins over there. And they've got their Forever Crystal that is very unique. And then I was just talking with Duke Kevorkian, and I said, dude, do you have, or not Duke, with Jake, his brother. I said, Jake, do you still have that Marine Corps coin? And he goes, I think we sold out of them. I said, well, if you find me one, let me know. Because you guys know Marine Corps, got to have it, just love it. So that's some stuff that's been going on. Let me see if we've got anything else I want to share. I want to make sure, oh, I know, this is the most important. Okay, it's a time for giving. It's a time when we've got to give back to people that have been less fortunate than us. And I just want to, I'm going to put it on the blog post, but I want you guys to think about these. Number one is Toys for Tots. Close to my heart, put on by the Marine Corps, has been. We go out, we get all the toys, and we give them to unfortunate families who are down on their luck for the year. We make those kids happy. Okay, so give to Toys for Tots around town when you see it. Generation Now Project. This is Chris Brooke, Richard Brooke's beautiful wife. She's got such a passion for teenagers, and I can't share her story here. I'm going to share it next week in one of the posts, as Richard and I talked about this. But there's millions of teenagers homeless because in the way that well, not the orphanage, but the foster care system works is you turn 18, your butt goes on the street. There's runaways, there's all kinds of stuff, and they're raising funds to help, and I want you guys to know that. Tom Shoes, man, all my stuff, my shoes come from Tom Shoes. You buy a pair, they give a pair away. I think it's a phenomenal deal. Stan Henderson's Clarity Water. Clarity Water is the only charity that, well, I don't know if it's the only one now, but it's the first charity to reach 1 million followers on Twitter. When you give your money to them, they actually connect you into a project. You can look at it from Google Maps. You can see everything that's going on. It's phenomenal. To Write Love on Our Arm, another great one for teenagers. People of a Second Chance, love that organization. The Not For Sale Project. You guys know we're passionate about getting girls and boys, men and women out of the sex trade, out of human trafficking. All that's available. Folks, have an awesome weekend. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next week. Live life like it's an epic adventure. We'll see you at the top.